Clavicular, the guy named after arguably the most attractive part of the human body, just became an internet sensation overnight. Now we all know it's a once in a while peak position, just like it once was with Aaron the Plumber, and now Clavicular. His methods are a bit unproven, like the bone smashing technique he explained to Sneeko.
What about bone smashing? Just one dude keeps spamming that the whole time.
Bone smashing, yeah. Bone smashing is amazing, but...
What is that?
So, it's where you're going to punch yourself in the face. Like, you know, so I know it sounds crazy, but just bear with me here. So, you're going to brace your head, and you punch yourself in the face.
You're joking, right?
No, I swear to God. Do you want to see pictures of me bone smashing? Like, how it looks?
I believe you now, yeah. So, wait,
Okay.
how does it work?
So you're bracing yourself, you don't have to do it, and then you're hitting real hard, and what this is doing is this is creating microfractures, and according to Wolff's Law, the bone is going to grow back stronger. And not only that, but you're also getting a lot of inflammation and swelling, so it makes your cheekbones look a lot bigger, so you get like an acute boost before you go to the club.
Ain't no way, bro.
Fuck, that's starting to hurt, man.
Damn, it kind of worked. Could just be puberty too. I keep forgetting that he's 19, bro.
Now, I'm not to be a medical expert, but that sounds a bit extreme. So extreme that it made other fitness gurus comment on the situation.
I use crystal for hollow cheeks.
Jesus Christ.
He began injecting testosterone at just 14 years old.
Am I reading that right? 14?
I'm 100% confident that I made the right decision in my life. I'm not a huge longevity guy.
Holy shit. Now, because of his harsh delivery tone, he mostly attracts red pill content creators.
It's because her face has no support. She's got no forward growth. Her chin is a yes
he's
or no
racist,
answer.
yeah.
No. That's
I am.
Yeah.
That's it. That's not a yes or no
And
question.
that's fine.
Blacks have low IQs.
You can clearly tell the Fresh and Fit hosts are having a field day with this one. Now, I'm not completely against the red pill guys, because you might end up in a situation like this. With that being said, it's good to be empowered enough to a position where you can stand for yourself. The problem is there's a thin line between confidence and whatever this is. So basically, Clavicular is Pack God 2.0 that has a chiseled jawline and a godlike complex. His style of content comes in handy, except when it comes to product selling, because you can't sell shit to a 90% Guna audience. So lately, he's become a self-proclaimed therapist with a high emotional IQ.
You know, maybe you kind of feel this as well, that she's kind of telling you how you feel and telling you that you're okay with things, and just it feels a little bit like almost manipulative.
Now it's hard to take Larry's side because of his stream of indecisiveness, like when he announced to quit steroids just to relapse moments later, or when he talked about his lustful nature just to start an OF account and complain about not getting enough followers.
Disappointed. Like, I thought more people want to see my junk. But it turns out there's only 63 people. No.
He has one thing in common with Clavicular, and that's their early access to steroids.
Taking Accutane. I use crystal so methamphetamine as a stimulant, and to lean max, right? It's very suppressant of your appetite. It's a very long-acting stimulant. So
now it's a risky topic to introduce, especially if your audience consists mostly of teenage boys. Still, when you surround yourself with a bunch of yes men, it's hard to actually get some guidance, and they might even end up doing you more harm than good. Then of course you have his most recent style of content where he confronts ladies for allegedly cheating on their partners.
I really don't want it to be on the YouTube.
Alright, sounds like
You're letting a fucking dude call you a whore and to call him daddy on it?
I honestly am like super surprised the fact that he was being faithful to you because he mogs you to death.
Here the conversation gets disrespectful real quick and his friend signals him to slow it down a bit. Even then it's a win-win for him as he already has his few seconds of fame. This is not a one-time thing, as he also has other videos where he baits women to get cozy with him just to expose them for having a man.
Or the live stream, right?
drinking.
Wait, I don't want to be in it.
It's the classic old hunting gold digger vibes, which some can argue that is doing someone a favor by exposing a fraud, but on the other hand, you do this enough and your moral compass gets screwed. In the case of Clavicular, the more he does these videos, the more he gets women-centered. In every conversation he makes, he never fails to find a way to make it about women.
Group of girls that I hang out with, I don't actually mind being around them.
So you get like an acute boost before you go to the club.
In the earlier days of his internet career, he got so insecure that he contemplated getting Botox for himself. Luckily, he ended up hiring a person to do it for him, and as a result, his face still has that stiff look.
Clavicular is withering right in front of our eyes. It seems like those substances have finally caught up with him. In recent clips, it seems like Clavicular has taken a massive health decline as he appears to be physically withering as a result of taking all of these different substances.
If it works for the ladies, well and good, but if you're trying to persuade young people to achieve this naturally by bone smashing, then it becomes a problem. Some older men have noticed this and suspected him of being autistic.
There's a clip out of Clavicular looking at some penguins, and you can see he's about to stim and he catches himself before he does, and people are like freaking out, being like, oh my god, Clavicular might have autism. Ooh, puzzle piece. The leader of the online incel lookmaxxers community might have autism. Guys,
Clavicular is just like a weird girl or an autistic girl that figured out if she became attractive enough, people would tolerate her, and because it kept working, the pursuit of beauty became her special interest.
Again, he must be autistic, as he describes lookmaxxing as this thing must acquire, failure to which there would be serious consequences.
Because that's really important, is the why. Why are you doing these things? Why are you risking your health with anabolics? Why are you, dumping, all this money that you have into peptides and nootropics and this and that and taking this risk and having this surgery planned? So that really needs to be explained and addressed, because I see a lot of craziness going around on the internet, right? It's like, wouldn't you rather just give something your all in life? Okay, so when people come on and they say, oh, Clav, you're insane for getting surgery, you're insane for doing these anabolics. Well, at least in 5 years, whether I am a Frank Tufano botch job or the next Giga Chad, at least I could say that I gave something my all. While you sit there and type your comment on my Instagram reel from your wage job, at least I tried. At least I dedicated myself to the craft and was willing to do whatever it takes, right? So I really want to make this video before I go ahead and get this double jaw surgery, just to say that you guys have never done something hard in your entire life. You've never actually put in a second's effort. Now, I know I'm not the best looking guy, and sure, there's all these lookmaxxers that look a lot better than me, but what did they actually do? What did they actually accomplish? Because while you were out doing random bullshit in high school, I was sitting there on my computer, dedicating myself, researching the best way to maximize myself. So it's not craziness. It is not anything other than obsession and dedication.
Like I said before, an obsessive nature is born to attract its own demons. Clavicular stands no stranger to this, as this becomes evident in his recent chain of cases where he ran over a guy with his car, or the numerous occasions where his hot temper was revealed.
Listen to me, you can't just go around saying things and expect things to go well for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I know you think we do live streaming, but I'm high as I don't give a shit.